if you've been making texture packs and you've delved into custom item textures, you have very likely noticed the item stitching on items. As you can see on the left, or sorry, not the left, the right. On the right, you can see the lines in between the sword. I'll have to zoom in on it. You can very slightly see it going through the sword, and you can see some block textures through it. It's much more prevalent on custom item textures. You can see it a lot better right here. You can see all the blue behind it, and the also blue. But I'm going to be showing you today how to get rid of those white lines and make your items a lot more cleaner. What you're going to want to do first is go to blockbench.net. It'll be in the description, and you're going to want to download Blockbench. So the download button right here. I'm using Windows, so I'm going to do actually this one, Intel/AMD. I've moved it to my desktop to just see it better. You're going to want to double click on it. Okay, did I not double click? Open. There we go. Okay. Once you have it open, just hit agree. Yep, only me. Install. Auto install. And that's finished. And we're going to make sure this run Blockbench is checked off. Then hit finish. And then Blockbench will open. So this is where we can start actually fixing the white lines. Basically what we're going to do is render the 2D item texture into a 3D model. And the way we're going to do that is go to File, hit New. I'm going to go to JavaBlock/item. File name, just name it whatever. I'm going to do sunglasses because I want to fix the sunglass white lines. Now that we're here, I'm just going to go over the controls real quick. You can hold down right click to pan around, hold down left click to rotate around the center. These are little element things. V is move, S is resize, and R is rotate. That's basically the only ones we're going to be using. I don't use knife tool or vertex snap, whatever the hell that is. Basically, we're going to want to add an element, which is usually a cube. So I have a cube right here. I'm going to go to resize. We're going to make this cube just 1 by 1 because it starts off as a 2 by 2. Just going to make it very small. I'm going to go back to move, and what we're going to want to do is just make the 2D item texture new 3D model, as I said. So let's switch back to Minecraft really quick, and let's put it in an item frame just to see it a little easier. So we're going to want to, each of these pixels are going to be a cube. I would suggest having Minecraft on your other monitor if you have another monitor. This is future logic talking. You can go right here, hit preview, and then you can add a reference image. You don't need it on either monitor. You can do this with one monitor. You can like hit add reference image, add a screenshot from Minecraft, add this project, and then you can just have it right here. You can just look at it all the time. You don't need 2 monitors. So I'm gonna put this on my other screen, and I just now have to make this into a 3D model. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back to you guys. Oh, quick thing. So where you would want the cube to start, let's go back to this red line right here. You're gonna want to move it about 8 blocks. Yes, 8 blocks away from the red line. And then you're gonna want to hold down shift and then hold down the blue one. So hold down shift and hold the blue one, and then move it just 2 ticks to the right so it goes -0.5. This will put it in the dead center line of this grid because this is a 16 by 16. 16 is not easily divisible by 2, so we're going to have to go in the very middle of it. Sorry, I keep forgetting stuff. Easy way to add another cube. You just click on this, hit Control C and then Control V, and then you can move the cube that you just duplicated outside of the original one. That should be everything. I will actually be doing the model. I'll be back. Okay, so that's the model of the sunglasses. Here, I'll put them back on screen. So yeah, that is it. So now what we want to do is we need to paint this, because as this is a 3D model, it cannot use the normal 2D item texture that we made originally for the sunglasses. What I suggest is going to your resource pack folder, item, here we go, and then sunglasses. So just open this up in a photo editing software. I use paint.net. It's the GOAT. So I would suggest just having this either open. I'd like putting it on my second monitor because it's easier. Let's close these layers and color things. So now we're gonna go to paint, And then we can just like paint, or sorry, go back to edit. Go to this list and hit Control A, and then do the create texture. So we're creating the texture for every single pixel. There we go. Okay, so we have it there. Now we can go to paint and actually paint over the texture. So yeah, you can hit pick screen color and then go to the specific pixel that you want to color pick on your photo editing software. I just color picked this pixel right here. You can't see my monitor. You can't see my cursor on here. I've color picked that one. And you can hit pick screen color. I just color picked it. Now I'm going to paint this one, this pixel, because that's the one I color picked. And we're going to want to have to color the entire cube because it's going to be seen on all sides. You don't have to worry about the underside of it or like sides that aren't even shown. Just they'll be fine. Yeah, so we're just gonna want to do that for every single pixel. I would say this is the most tedious process of item stitching, but what else are you gonna do? So I'm gonna color pick and paint all over this, and I'll come back. Oh, and while you're painting, you can hold down left alt or just hit this color picker at the top to color pick any cubes you've already painted. So because I missed that side and then I started another one, so I can just go back to that. Okay, I've painted the model now. Next what we're gonna do is go to display right here, and I already have it mapped out right here, but I'm going to put it back to, so we're gonna click on this apply preset, default item, apply to all slots, then it'll fix your item. Then we're just gonna move it a bit to make it look a little nicer. I think that looks good. It's on my hand. Then we're gonna go to third person left. This is how it's gonna look on our left hand to other people, or if you're in third person. And I'm just gonna make it just like the other one. That's good. What it looks like in our hand when we're actually holding it. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the scale a little bit. I think that's good. I'll move it just a bit closer, move more up. That's good. And then we're gonna do third person left. I'm gonna make it the same scale number. Let's do 0.55 just to make it continuity, whatever the word is. That's probably good. Head, I'm not gonna worry about that. Ground, that looks fine. Item frame, I'm gonna change the rotation because I want it to be facing that way. I'm gonna put it up a little bit. That's probably good. Shelf, I'm going to go right up against it. Can I put them down? No, I can't. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Whatever. GUI, I'm gonna move it to left a little bit, just have it, the whole model being shown. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we're gonna make sure it's not on side light, it's on front light. And once we've done that, we can go back to edit, look at our model, it looks great. We're now going to right click on the texture we created, hit save as, and then we're gonna go to our resource pack. Let's go, I believe it's this one. Assets, Minecraft, textures, item. I'm gonna go right here, sunglasses.png. I'm going to quickly save this one because I almost lost this texture. Okay, good. Now we're going to sunglasses.png, save. All right, that's in our resource pack now. What I'm going to do now is, file, export block/item. And then we're going to save this to our resource pack, video test, assets, Minecraft, models, item. So assets, Minecraft, models, and then item. Then we're going to go to, then we're going to save it. Yeah. Oh, so textures item. So it's called sunglasses.png because what I like to do is make them name dependent, so I can take an item and then name it something in an anvil, and then it'll change the texture and model. I'm just gonna do that for that in case anyone wants to know how to do this. In your Minecraft, in the Minecraft folder in your resource pack, make a new one, call it items, and then make a text document. I'm gonna name it we're gonna have to name it the item that we want to change. I'm gonna do netherite helmet, so netherite underscore helmet, because that's its in-game like ID name. I'm gonna change it from a txt to a .json. Yes. And then while we're in here, I'm just gonna go to this and copy paste it. The way you can get this is on a website. Let me pull it up really quick. We're gonna go to the correct version that we're on, and then type select component, and then the component will be custom name. Let's get rid of all this stuff. So the cases. So when it is named, let's do sunglasses. The model will change into the model that we chose. So sunglasses.json. No. This is the texture. We just do item/sunglasses because it's in the item like texture folder, and this is the name of the file that we're choosing. And then our fallback is the fallback is just if none of this happens, it'll do this instead. So we would just do the default texture of the item we're changing. So just netherite helmet. Should work. There we go. Just make sure it says item slash, because that's the like file directory. And this is exactly the same thing that I have over here. So I'm now just gonna save this, go back into Minecraft, and let's make sure I have the pack enabled. Let's get an anvil really quick, and then the netherite helmet. Right now it's still the ugly gap infested sunglasses. Let's place an anvil down. We're now gonna hit F3 and T to reload our resource pack. This should all work. All right, it's now just a normal netherite helmet. Let's put in the anvil, rename it sunglasses, and wonderful. We have a name dependent texture with no gaps. It looks so much better. It looks so much better. This is really annoying me when I was making my pack, and I figured it out, but there were no tutorials on how to do this on YouTube. I had to ask Reddit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped you out. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.